Maybe, yeah, live in that place for 10 years, find a bigger place perhaps if the family is bigger, then, develop that too, and then rent that old house or sell it, right? These are big plans. Why in the world have I thought of this? And why real estate? What's up mga ka-investor? This is Dave once again, and here with another vlog all about investing real estate here in the Philippines. So today I'd like to share all about the reasons why I invest in real estate and why I chose real estate among all the other investments. But first, let's get a little update of our project. Update on the project. The project this week, or in the past couple of weeks, they were able to just dig the foundation and really had this form of the house. What we did was we actually went there and we visualized this empty space. Okay, this is your kitchen, this is your dining room, this is your living room, this is how big the guest room is. So this house, it's a 2-bedroom house basically, but we are prioritizing, of course, me as a freelancer, an office on top on the second floor. But yeah, so I was just visualizing it. We had the final measurements. We even don't tell our archi, we even extended a bit on the side. Actually, yes, we informed him. We informed the structural because these are plans that are, we made changes during the development. We realized, okay, we can still move it a bit here because there's still a little bit more space on the back end of the lot. And another big update is that I've spent a lot of money already for the materials for structural. So if you are, I'm just learning this, that there are phases in the building of the house, and of course structure is very important. The poste that we did, the first one, so we're gonna create 12 more of those because this is a 2-story house, and we will build according to the structural engineer that we have. Shout out to our structural engineer. Is we need those 12 foundation, and these actually cost a lot. The steelworks, the kabilya in our local dialect. I don't know how's that called in Tagalog, but yes, yung kabilya really is very expensive. And it's because we need a lot of those so that we can build those form. And we're also considering the formworks now. We're finalizing the plumbing, so a little preview. I'll share someday what the design and concept of this house, but we're thinking of industrial. So ito lang muna yung clue ko for you guys. So we need to actually embed, I don't know if that's the right term, but they have to plan out the plumbing, the electricity, so that we can have the pipes built in before they do the buhos, or they pour the cement, so that it's well planned out. So I don't know how we're gonna pull through. Hopefully my contractor, my partner, will be able to make this happen. I'm super excited. So that's the update. And yeah, let's get into the 5 reasons why I choose to invest in real estate and why I believe you should also consider it. And I encourage you to watch this for those of you who are planning to invest in real estate, or just maybe just owning a property someday. So let's get into it. First is that real estate is scarce. I mean, there was this quote from someone, I couldn't recall who that is, but it goes like this: buy real estate because they're not making it anymore. And hearing that phrase actually lighted a bulb in my head, because indeed land is scarce. Earth is not multiplying, right? Earth is not growing. Of course, there are like this reclaimed properties, and yes, we can add that maybe towards the sea, but the thing is that what we have ever since is the same land that we have now. The point there is that land is scarce and real estate is limited. So with that alone, with that concept alone of limited, it makes it super valuable. Number two is, of course, the most favorite part is passive income. I want to earn passively. So I have started from that corporate call center to freelancing, then decided to create my own freelance outsourcing business related to podcasts. And I know that these are active income. So what that means is I have to actually show up to my clients so that I can get paid. While when it comes to passive, or basically very much passive, because real estate still requires a little bit of work. Like if you own rentals, you need to maintain the property, but it's the closest thing to a truly passive income. Basically, you know, if you rent a parking lot, you don't have to maintain that much. You know, you might need a gate or something, and someone who takes care, someone who gets the ticket for the property. But the thing is, it will generate income. So, of course, I'm into rental because I bought an apartment unit. That's where I'm at because I want to have passive income. It's really great to see, like, because time flies, right? After this is just amazing because after 30 days, you know, you get something and it just comes in the bank. I think that's most people's reason to invest in real estate. So yeah, that's number two. Number three is control. What do I mean by control? So control actually means that I have a little bit control about the investment, like the inflow of cash, or you know, how I can basically sell it anytime, or I can improve the property and increase its value. Like you can raise the value by building something on the land or improving the property that you bought. So that's a very big thing for me because I also was I've invested in a lot of things, like you name it, farm on. I invested in stocks, I invested in Forex, I invested in, what else? So many already. And most of these investments, I got into them primarily without much knowledge of what's happening, right? I mean, I got into stocks, and let's admit it, I know the basics, but I really don't know how the whole thing works, right? I mean, in depth, right? How market, you know, how this event could affect the stock market and all that. I got invested in Forex as well, which I have no idea what it is. Tendency, I lost a lot of money because I have no control of how it works, like this trading and all that. And sometimes I invest in, you know, I invest in my money for other people to actually manage it, like the lending that I got into. Although some of them are really great, but the thing is, I have less control, and as I grow and mature as an investor, mga investor, as we grow and mature, we realize that we want more control in these investments so that we can manage the risk. And yeah, so that's what I love about real estate investing. In addition to that, like with the control concept of it, because you also have this control of how the value of it. In a way, you have more, you know, less anxiety because it's less volatile. You know, it doesn't change a lot like whatever happens in the US. And you know, the prices, as far as I know, from 5 years ago, the price of property have increased. So there's you expect this, you know, increase in value over time, and not so volatile where it all of a sudden the value of a stock or a currency becomes like really low, or a Bitcoin perhaps becomes really low. So yeah, so what do you think? That's my main thing, but you know, what do you think? So let's get into Number 4 is leverage. This is having 2 properties under my name, and actually I'm about to close another one as well. I've been just scouting. I'll share more about these tips as well, about scouting and finding really valuable, affordable properties. So I've been doing that. So the thing that I'm noticing is that this power of leverage, which I am still about to experience. I haven't really experienced that much, or I have not taken it like seriously yet. But when you buy a property, it's an asset, right? And you can actually use that to get money or loan, basically. So I'm in a process. If you haven't watched yet, I'm in a process of applying for a loan in Pag-ibig. I don't know what will happen there. I just dropped it earlier. But the point here is that and I just used a lot of this property that I'm building a house in. So I can actually convert that and take a loan and leverage it and purchase or build a house out of it, or build an apartment out of it. And I have another property as well, which is clean, and I can also loan that if I need to purchase another lot. I can just, it's just mind-blowing thinking about it, right? What if I have like 10 properties and I can just I don't know, what could I buy if I like sell all of that, or loan, or get a loan for all of those properties? Maybe I could buy a hotel or something, or a big apartment complex. So that's the power of leverage. And I'm now experiencing and realizing the power of that now that I'm buying assets like real estate. So guys, I'm so excited about this part of the real estate investing. I'm a newbie with leveraging, taking loans and paying it. There's even a way to actually, when you build and improve something, you can reassess it by have someone assess it and pay your previous loan by taking another loan, which is pretty amazing. And I'm excited to learn more about that as I move along. And of course, I'm going to share it to everyone. So for you who are watching this, so if you are watching this, and if you like this, and if you are curious about this as well, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button so that people can also notice this. And last, number 5, and I think the most powerful, is that it is a generational asset. What do I mean by that? So my grandfather passed recently, and I looked up to my grandfather because he has invested in a lot of properties, and I mean, he's my idol, and I really felt sad losing him. But when I was growing up, I looked up to him and see how he was able to buy these pieces of land, and it was just amazing because having 9 kids, right? And he was able to, and of course Lola as well, was able to give them properties that we can, and even I as a grandchild or grandchildren, because there's a lot of us, can also enjoy still and go visit those places, and we can benefit from it as well. And I think that's very powerful, and I think that's the most powerful for me because it's generational. I mean, I can pass this to my kids someday. So that's about it. That's my favorite, and actually those are my 5 reasons that I got into real estate. And I think it's very powerful to know your why as well. And now that I have this, and I haven't started when I was first starting, I never thought I could even buy a house or build a house right now and buy an apartment. I mean, I always thought that real estate was for the wealthy and rich people only. And I'm super happy, and I'm just glad that I was able to, put that mindset aside and just focus on my path and believe that I can actually invest in real estate someday. And here I am now. I'm not even successful yet. I mean, I have so many problems with my rental apartment, which I will discuss in a future episode. But the point here is that I'm taking baby steps, right? And I believe if someone who has been worked somewhere, who started as a freelancer, who can buy his property. I think anyone can do it, and that's what I'm building. Really, here in the Philippines, I want to create, and I want to see people succeed. And so that's why I'm teaching this, sharing my journey. I don't know where this will lead me, but the point here is that I want to see other people as well, because honestly, I am missing that group of people who can help each other. Like, I'll talk about real estate investing in general. If you're a landlord, if you're into real estate investing, please connect with me, or discuss with me. I mean, love to meet you and learn from you. I'd love to see find a mentor, and for or just a colleague really to talk about real estate. So if you're that someone, feel free to join our Facebook group. Just search Filipino Real Estate Investors on Facebook. It's a private Facebook group. We can discuss about that. You can share all about real estate investing, our journey. And if you are just interested as well in investing in real estate someday, and that's in your bucket list, feel free to join too. And yeah, hopefully we can help each other and slowly build that community of successful real estate investors here in the Philippines. So I hope we can see each other there. Hope you'll subscribe as well, so that you can check out this whole thing, and hopefully we can connect in real life if you're watching this. So yeah, if you have any questions, any topics you want me to discuss, or if you have any tips for me that I needed for this journey, please let me know. Connect with me. I'm an open book. So that's about it for today. Hopefully you learned something, or hopefully you'll enjoy this thoughtful reasons on why we should invest in real estate. So that's about it. See you on the next video. You take care. Stay safe, especially these days where I should create a video about building a house during a pandemic. So I think that's a good topic too. But nonetheless, until our next video, you take care, and have a great day.